Oh, let's turn this camera. Okay, guys, y'all get to look at my ugly mug for a minute. We're up here to find out a case number, docket number for the criminal charges which were filed against me. We're going to get all that information, including case number, docket number, etc. We're also going to get the name of the McRae court. I believe it's the district court of McRae, but I want to make sure that everything is actually picture perfect on this document that I'm about to submit to the court and to the judge. And guys, for the record, what happened here is an affidavit was sworn out for my arrest that had obviously, it had factual information omitted, I believe intentionally, which would result in my being arrested for prosecution where there's no crime committed, and I was practicing constitutionally protected rights. So this problem creates a huge legal situation for the city of McRae. I don't see how they can prosecute this case. I lay all that out in the affidavit requesting for a full dismissal of charges in this case. And not only a full dismissal of these charges, but also a full dismissal with prejudice. That means they can never try to bring these charges against me again. And by the time I'm done proving he left his car running. Anyway, by the time I'm done proving prosecutorial misconduct here, this is not going to end well for McRae. But I would like to thank them because they did have me arrested, the city, on these bogus charges. It also gave me complete legal standing to do everything I need to do. We're in here. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I actually have some questions for the court clerk.
Give me just a second. Give her a second.
You're fine, ma'am.
What are we going to do for you, Jack?
I need the case number and the docket number for that warrant I was served with. It was not provided on any of the documentation which you guys provided back to me. So I need the case number and the docket number.
It's on the warrant.
No, ma'am.
Do you have it with you? You have your warrant copy. That's
the affidavit.
Yeah, that's the affidavit. It's on your warrant.
Might not being part of what I have. That's another affidavit. You're fine, man. I ain't gonna drop nothing. It might be.
If you need another copy, I can get you a copy. Sure.
Please.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm gonna compare that to the original that I received. So if you would please stamp that for today to note that I received it today. Yeah, because I don't have it in this paperwork. That's part of what's already filed in the folders.
I can't stamp the warrant.
Well, I just need a note that I received that copy today.
Okay, give me just a second.
Okay. Did you guys get a new phone system, Miss Deb?
Phone system?
Yeah. I tried to call up here. Now you got to put in to go to various places. Used to, it always just rang through.
No, this has been one of those days. Our phones have been ringing off the hook. We've been bouncing between phone lines. It's city cleanup day.
Right.
Or, has been
Right.
for
Yeah.
most of the week.
I know.
And we have had the craziest questions.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like that. So, I mean, we're trying to.
I understand. I just ask because
around.
usually every time I call up here, I get somebody right away.
I know.
I've never got that message before.
And I don't know what to tell you. We've
It's
just
okay.
been on the phones.
It's okay. And
Hey, Jack.
yep.
So here's your warrant, and that, if you looked at your other one, it'll have your case number and docket number right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is this the docket number?
What does this look like?
That's docket
This is-
number.
it's
This case
it's
number.
case
Okay.
and docket number. That's just the warrant number.
Okay.
So,
And I honestly, I can't read.
Now this is the court's official name, White County District Court
McRae
/
Department.
McRae Department. Okay. Because I'm going to submit an affidavit before the judge.
okay.
Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm going to submit an affidavit later today by email asking for a full dismissal of these charges with prejudice. That motion to dismiss these charges with prejudice will include all the legal reasons why this affidavit
You
should.
send that to the judge? You
I'm
said?
going to send now let me ask, because I want perfect clarification here. Should I send that to the judge or should I
I
send
have
that
no
to?
clue.
We
I
need to
don't.
clarify that before.
I'm not an attorney. I
Well-
don't know.
Can she answer our questions? Because I need to
You're
know.
trying to send a motion to dismiss?
Yes.
Does he need to send that to the judge or the court clerk, a motion to dismiss?
If you are gonna do a motion to dismiss, that comes here.
Correct.
And I have to,
Forward that to the prosecuting attorney and to the judge. Correct?
I forward it to the prosecuting attorney and then I bring it to the judge on the day of court.
Oh, it should. Unless I'm mistaken, ma'am, it should also be forwarded
Every
to the
court does it
judge.
differently, and this is how he wants us to do ours.
By whose order is that?
Judge Mercer?
Judge Mercer's order? Okay. Well, if that's Judge Mercer's order, I have absolutely no problem with it.
Yeah, so whenever you get it all done and you have it prepared and it's ready to go, you just bring it here and then I can give you copies of it and I will file mark those copies for you.
Okay.
And then I will send that on to the prosecuting attorney and then I will put a copy of it with the other information in the case file as well.
Okay.
Okay, and then the judge will see that when he comes to court.
Okay. Well, according to my understanding, he should be able to see a motion to dismiss before I come up here for plea. But I hadn't studied all of it yet.
Well, like I said, it's up to the judge because
Of course,
every judge
ma'am.
likes to do things differently.
Of course.
And because he travels and he's got so many different courts,
Yes.
it's hard to nail him down for that. So we do it the way that we do it is we just show it to him when he comes to court, we discuss it, and then he goes from there.
Well, I'm used to things like that being handled electronically through emails, so
Right.
it wouldn't matter where the judge was. But if that's the way he does it, I have no problems with
Okay.
it, ma'am. You know that.
All right.
While we're discussing court, on the 14th, while I was up here, you told me explicitly, if you have listened to that video, that courtroom was closed to me
Unless you had court
on the order of the prosecutor.
and the judge.
Well,
That's the judge's rules.
What you stated to me, I'm just saying, Dakota,
So,
what
if
you
you
stated to me.
If you read, where's the court sign? Where's the court sign?
What court sign?
The one we all looked at is like, I made a new one
Well, there was one up there.
Okay, well,
But it's got court rules on it. That's for what the judge says and says, so.
okay, well, I've submitted FOIAs with you that have not been fulfilled as of yet. You're now beyond your
You talking
deadlines.
about the body cam?
There's more than that, Dakota.
Well, I tried calling you the other day about the deal. Our software's messed up, so I've actually got Motorola supposed to be helping us figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I need a letter from you stating that. I'm documenting everything now,
That's fine.
basically,
That's fine.
in hard copy. From this point on, I would prefer.
But everything else has been fulfilled. So the only thing that you're lacking is the body cam footage of that one video of
Yeah.
you calling us on the phone.
What
That's
about,
it.
what about the body, no, there should be body cam footage that is related to other cases that I have FOIA requested to review with you.
You don't get to review body cam footage.
So I have to get that body cam footage, I have to pay for it?
Which you've already, whatever you got is what's been fulfilled. If it's not on there, it should have been listed, then there's no record, or if it doesn't exist.
That's the problem, you guys are not sending me the appropriate responses to
I
my
did.
FOIA
I
requests.
did send it to you.
If you did,
It was in the packet when you come up and picked it up.
well, there's been things submitted since then, is my point, Dakota, that have not been fulfilled.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go through my documented list at the house where I've submitted everything, and I will make a note on each of those documents that has not been fulfilled as legally required,
Okay.
and all the legal notes on that.
The last thing you requested was the body cam footage.
You might want,
All the other stuff you had already requested has either been fulfilled or there's been a response to it.
no, sir.
Just like the city council audio stuff, that was the thing before the body cam footage.
And
So
you- and you-
all that stuff has been responded to.
And as you responded to in email, that those videos have not been kept as required by Arkansas law, correct?
We've never videoed.
But
city
that,
council
but that
meetings.
has been a requirement of Arkansas law for quite some time.
It's been a requirement for the FOIA law, yes.
Yes,
So,
which makes it part of Arkansas law.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. If we don't have it, we don't have it.
Of course, you can't do anything about records that were never properly kept according to Arkansas law. My point was that the records were not kept.
Have me make a new sign with the bottom.
Okay. Hold on
This
one,
is what'll be,
hold on one moment, please.
you can have that, Jack.
Oh, I can have it and submit it for my, could you stamp it for me, so, or at least date it and initial it, so I know when I got it?
Received
That's a
stamp.
received stamp, perfectly. They're done updating you with new stamps and getting you all modern up here, ain't they?
I'm telling you.
Before it's done, we'll be modern throughout this office.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. As I explained to you, Dakota, we're going to handle everything perfectly. I'm documenting everything. Speaking of which, I did notice that you had subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Who?
You,
Not me.
not you,
Not me.
Dakota Burks.
But I didn't subscribe.
Well, it's showing a subscription from Dakota Burks on my YouTube channel.
It wasn't me.
Well, if it wasn't you, or if it was you, I welcome you to go to my
let me get you-
YouTube channel. I assume you know what it is, okay? I welcome you to go there and review the audio that I posted of the city council meeting where I attended, and I was setting up cameras. I was threatened by the mayor. I was threatened by another city council member. I was assaulted by a member of the audience. And for the most part, the city council acted like a bunch of belligerent idiots. Have you reviewed that?
I haven't.
I highly suggest you do, sir.
Did
Here you go, hon. There's your pen. Oh, wait, no, that's mine. Right. But you do need to review that, Dakota. Because you understand that I'm handling everything now. I'm holding everyone, and I do mean everyone, to the letter of the law on their behavior with everything up here.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
No problem. You have a good day.
You too. Okay, guys. Looks like they decided they're gonna be nice, sweet, and peaceful from here on. But, guys, this affidavit, it's not an affidavit. You have to forgive me. I'm not used to all this legal stuff. Anyway, this motion to dismiss these charges with prejudice is so thorough that the prosecution cannot defend it, which will result, I predict, because I ain't no fortune teller, but I predict that these charges will be dismissed with prejudice. And I would like to thank the city. I do mean seriously, it pissed me off to no end when they arrested me However, due to that arrest, they have granted me they have granted me the ability to do everything that I need through standing. Most people don't understand standing in the law. States that case basically must personally affect you. Now, when the affidavit was filed for my arrest, that thing's so full of holes, which I have shot to death in the motion to dismiss with prejudice. Now, I should have asked them. Anyway, I'm going to head back up here for a minute, because I did forget to ask them something. I don't know if there's a time frame before court that the motion to dismiss needs to be filed, but I need to find that out. So we're going to take a quick walk back up here. Because we're going to make sure we are within all the legal deadlines. As most of you guys know, if you've ever been to court, if you try to tell the court about all the relevant facts related to whatever you're dealing with, you've got to make sure that all those relevant facts follow all the rules of procedure, the rules of presenting evidence, etc., etc., etc. Now, if you get into the law, you know this is basically a roadblock to keep justice from being revealed before the court. And it's all set up to make things harder on you. Well, I'm doing my very best to make sure that everything is done properly, legally, etc. Anyway, let's continue recording. I am sorry, but I was left with an unanswered question. I got talking to Dakota and forgot it.
Okay.
Is there a time frame before the court date of the 12th that I'm required to submit the affidavit to dismiss? Or, since the judge deals with it at court, I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
Can I speak with her?
No, this is Paul Hughes.
I can't hear. Look, here, let me get that for you, sir. Go right ahead.
You need to get with an attorney. We don't give out legal advice.
Well, I'm not asking for legal advice.
That's an attorney question.
I'm asking if the court has a requirement
That's an
for
attorney.
how many days ahead of
You need to get
time.
with an attorney. So, that's a legal question.
Well, your prosecuting attorney's office up here will not answer my questions.
There's nothing I can do about that. So,
There's nothing you can do about their obvious
call them,
dereliction of
voicemail,
duty.
something. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. You need to contact an attorney.
Yes, do we typically let people into the back of our...
Do we do what?
Nothing, I'm just gonna leave it. Anyway, I'll take care of it. Okay, so again, they refuse to answer even the most basic questions for a citizen. And I'll explain why, guys, because they know. They know this ain't gonna be pretty. It's the reason You notice you don't see Joel's truck back there at City Hall much anymore. Yeah. Saw it there bright and early this morning for just a little bit, but you don't see much old Joel around City Hall no more. But anyway, guys, this motion to dismiss these charges with prejudice is so airtight, it's unbelievable. Most folks know I study things just for shits and giggles and just so I know information. If you motivate me to find out all the relevant information on the subject, I am quite capable. And some folks are going to find out just how capable I am, because what the city did, I'm going to continue where I was at when I left off down here. What the city did in arresting me on those charges was they gave me legal standing to do everything that I'm doing. Without legal standing, I could not do so much of what's coming. Now, I know what I've documented and I know what I've got proof of. So, like I said in a video a while back, we're going to play ball. And if you're playing ball with me, you better bring your A game. I got more game than a globetrotter, and I don't even play no ball, okay? That's for real. But anyway, I'm going to shut this off. They ain't going to mess with me here in town. They know better. Talk to y'all later. All right, damn, I got it upside down. Anyway, y'all been talking, listening to me upside down. Later, guys. Bye-bye.